Happy Thursday morning to you.
Buenos dias.
Well, it might not be Thursday morning when you watch this, but it is Thursday morning at this moment. The reason I know is Christie has been habling Espanol.
Habling. Something like that.
So yeah, it's Mondays and Thursdays are her Spanish days, and today is a Spanish day. And as far as I know, you've never gone on non-Mondays or Saturdays until you changed it to Mondays and Saturdays.
What?
You changed it to Mondays and Thursdays.
Yes.
Because it used to be
Saturday was one of the days,
Yeah, you could not have good morning, Toby. Good morning, Joanne. Morning, everyone
from the road again. My Up Island run.
I love that.
Whoops, I don't want WhatsApp open. I want Facebook open.
You can see my Kirkland signature soda water.
They're not paying us for that.
Yeah, I know. But it is so good, though. But it's only good for a few minutes. It's like those LaCroix where you taste it and it's like you've got the essence and then it just disappears. It's like that. The flavor is like a butterfly. Very delicate. And then it's just gone.
What a nerd.
It's true.
You should turn some fans on.
Why?
Because I'm a little hot. I was cleaning this morning because I thought, the house... No, just the fan. The air conditioning is too cold.
That's my eye roll. You see that?
Yeah.
Christie.
Just go. Just do it.
Christie and Shirley are a lot more subtle.
Well, that's because we're normal.
What
do you mean you don't know about that?
I don't know about that. Okay, honey, talk to these people.
I'm trying to log in here. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Glenda and Monica. Look at all these people.
Wow. Extra large coffee in the cup holder for the road. Good for you, Toby.
Yes.
We do have to go and see some properties after this. It's an odd story. A client of ours saw one of our websites, fell in love with the property, and it was our property. Bought the property, became very dear friends with the owner.
I think one of the other things that's kind of cool is he saw it, contacted us, and then was on the beach, met someone, talked to them that he used to go to school with, and they referred us. And he's like, that's amazing. It's meant to be because I already talked to them.
So buys the house, puts in a bunch of renos, buys the house next door, adds it to his trust, which that part is questionable because now it has to be sold 2 in 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
that whoever told them that was a good idea to save his whole $500 a year was a fool.
Yeah, you have to understand when you're buying a property, $500 a year is really not a lot for what you get, because when you go to sell, you have no problems.
Well, it's about time you made it on time, Monica. She finally made it on time, she said.
Well, hello.
I'm looking on Facebook for my feed of this show. And Norman, our friend and business owner with NWalk and Nino Cafe, he's showing. So Miguel, the guy that we buy our flowers from, and a lot of people in Centro buy their flowers from, he's got his little boy selling flowers because it's a family business, right?
And he looks just like Miguel. Oh my gosh.
He looks like a mini Miguel, yeah. And it's just adorable. So Norman is just filming or videoing or whatever we call it nowadays, capturing it. Let's call it capture. He's capturing it on his phone and shared it last night on Facebook.
But now I feel trapped when I feel captured.
Do ya?
I do. And I don't want to be trapped again for 33 years. Yeah, So we had friends over last night. Christie made ribs. It was different friends than what we were expecting because they're ill. And it's this cold that's going around. Everybody's getting it. It's finally leaving me. Is it leaving you?
Yeah, I'm feeling better, except for if I talk too much. Like this morning, I was doing my Spanish lessons. It gets dry. And then
But maybe it's Spanish that's drying your throat.
Maybe it's Spanish. Oops, shoot.
And that is why it is on my side, because she will spill it.
Well, I had just a tiny bit left.
And that's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. Just nice things.
It's already losing its flavor. The butterfly has left the building.
It's now on my shoulder.
Fair enough. So this morning, the kids, Zach and Amberlyn came over. Why did they come over?
He needed the charger for his phone. So Amberlyn was awake. Chuita was making breakfast. So he thought he'll take Amberlyn for a little walk to get her out of Chuita's hair and bring her for a walk to see Nana, not realizing that, of course, I was in the middle of my Spanish class. But it was perfect timing because just as they came to the door, my Spanish teacher wanted to go get her coffee because it had just finished. And so she went and got her coffee. So I got a couple of minutes to give Amberlyn some morning kisses.
So do you get extra points when you throw out a Spanish granddaughter, a Mexican Spanish speaking granddaughter?
I should get mega points because they're adorable. And I got 3 now.
It's kind of true.
So
it hasn't improved her Spanish.
See.
Nana, you spoke Espanol.
Glenda is saying that her feed is cutting out again. Perhaps my problem. It doesn't look like ours
our internet
is now, but it did for a sec. Marie loves my dress. Yeah, it's you know what? It's a little simple sundress. Move your elbows. Just, ankle length, not too long. It's got this little pattern on the side. Super comfy. I love these dresses. They're just comfortable.
This camera is registered that when it sees my eyes, it knows to focus on me.
So, Karen, good morning. And Jim, he loves Miguel. Yeah, Miguel, first of all, Miguel is a hard worker.
He is.
And,
you got something on the bottom of your nose.
It's called sweat.
Or snot.
No, there's no snot. I got no boogers.
Okay. It's crusty.
And Auntie Sue says, sound from your home is much clearer than your office on her tablet.
Yeah, it has to do with the ceiling tiles, etc. There are none.
I'm going to roll my eyes again.
Yeah, it's very bad for sound, but our office is going to be better. Not the good office, our studio
we're going to make at the old location, which looks like it's for rent again. So obviously the couple that we're going to rent it or not. So if anybody wants a small little office for like a little mini restaurant or something,
would be a very
talk
small
to Dr.
Restaurant.
Well, they have that little patio up front. For me, that would be the perfect place to have a restaurant because it's got the little patio where we used to have our bench.
So Dr. Morrow is the
owner of that property.
Who will not be around much longer. Like, he's retiring. He's not dying. But he looks better now than he did 5-7 years ago.
So dinner was lovely last night. We had a great time with our friends, and it's good to see Bill back up and around. He's been in some pain with his back, so I'm glad that he's mobile enough to be able to climb all our stairs.
Once you turn a certain age, sometimes it seems like
he is 60.
It seems like your body starts to, hey, I must have a fit now because I'm of a certain age and you never took care of me. That could just be my body.
So, yeah.
I never thought I would have crutches. I own a pair of crutches now because you just never know when a gout attack is going to take you down.
Yeah, but you've had that since you were a kid. That has nothing to do with age.
No. I was still sort of kind of skinny when I first got those. It just sucks. It sucks having bad genes.
So, hey, for those of you that have one of those Fresh Savers or whatever, the little bag suction thingies, Costco right now, and I don't know for how long, has a package, and there's a lot in them. I'm going to go get them. I'm going to do a little bit
of They're 499 pesos. Christie got her coffee yesterday. 15 kilograms of coffee, which were not nearly as inexpensive as we were led to believe.
Well, shipping was more, but it sounds like...
the coffee went up, too.
The coffee went up, the shipping was more...
Because the coffee was originally like 120 pesos. Or
150.
Yeah.
And
now it's 200. Like, it went up 33%.
With shipping, it brings me up to 333.33333 because, But I'm okay with that because it's amazing coffee. This is what those little bag suction things do. This is like a brick. And so I will be popping these in the freezer, and I will have lots of nice fresh Oaxaca coffee.
So does this look like 333 pesos a kilo?
That's not a kilo though.
No, because of all the additional work that she's doing above the 300. There's a lot of money and time and effort in this coffee.
And you know what? You wouldn't take me to Oaxaca, so this is what you're going to get. Next time you take me to Oaxaca, I'll buy a bunch of coffee. But until then, shush.
All right. So then show the fish bags.
All right. So there's a couple things. Any of you that like Mr. Clean, they have a package of 11 sponges. It was like 230 pesos or something for these 11 sponges. I sent some home with Zach. And he's like, so, and one of them says it's for the bath, and it says it on the sponge. And he's like, so this for showering for your body? And I'm like, no, these are for walls. He's got little girls and they like to color on walls, especially Amberlyn. They haven't quite been able to get her to stop doing that. Although she's not done it once here. Taylor did it once here. But now I said, you can give Amberlyn this sponge because there's no soap on it. Don't let her eat it, obviously. And make her clean her mess. She is too. She can do it. I mean, not very well, but at least so she knows that there are consequences.
Get her working, man.
So this is the vacuum sealing bags from Kirkland. And it comes with, here you go, 50 pre-cut bags, which is what I used for the coffee. And then it had some big rolls and some small rolls. I don't know which ones I'm pointing to. 11 inches by 16 feet and 8 inches by 20 feet. So this will give me lots of packing ability.
499 pesos.
Yeah. Where the ones from Food Saver are 999 pesos.
Which we have a bunch of those also.
But not the bags, like the pre-cut bags. They're very convenient.
They're very convenient.
I know I can make my own with that, but it's easier. Anyways, I'm happy with it. And if any of you want the Food Saver bags, I'd rush your butts to Costco because who knows how long they'll carry them.
Yeah, it was interesting. We had a friend of ours that worked at Costco here last night, and she said something to that effect, like how long.
I don't know if she'd ever seen them.
Yeah.
So,
but it is Kirkland's signature. So maybe it's going to be a regular occurrence.
Well, it's first of all, it was on an end cap, not in the aisle, and we thought that with the Keurig pods because they were Kirkland signature. Now you can't. I don't even know if you can get them.
Yeah, but that was still somebody else.
Anymore.
It was a Keurig pod with Costco's name on it, so there's still another company involved. This is just Kirkland. There is no cross branding here. Feel
exactly the same as Food Savers. Just saying. I compared.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyhow.
Butterfly's gone. Sorry.
She's still here.
No, it's not.
Look.
I'm talking
part of her.
The lime flavor.
Yeah. So we have not a really busy day today, but we just have the one client and then
2 big houses.
They're two big houses, yeah. And then we're going to go probably to the office for a couple hours this afternoon. We'll see what time we get finished. I know Jen is hoping that I can meet her for lunch. We'll see if I make it.
Yeah. So it concerns me with this because that house that for $800,000 up on the hill, like that one was absolutely mind-blowingly amazing as far as value goes.
But Shirley did say too to take it out of the trust is very simple. The process is very simple.
No. But what I mean is even with the 2 houses, what it's going to add up to, or
but it's 2 separate houses. That's always different than one big house. I mean, and that house was a steal. We know that.
But nobody stole it.
My feed is cutting out too. Huh. That's weird because it doesn't seem to be on our.
Yeah, and we have 10 out of 10
feeds.
On our internet. We have fiber optic here,
but I'm watching it on an iPad and a laptop, and it's not cutting out there. So I don't know.
Very strange.
I don't know.
So if we're cutting out, we apologize.
Yeah, I don't know what.
And
I'm
not even saying the C word. House on the Hill is Toby's favorite. It really is a great house.
Yeah, it needs a lot of work. Don't get me wrong.
It does.
But
for the amount that you're going to put in,
Yeah.
what you're going to get out of that is going to be
can't afford
absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's not in everybody's price point either, because not only do you have to buy it, but then you also have to renovate it. So,
but you can rent that out, and it's going to rent for $1,000 to $2,500 a day.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And it would be a really good, YouTube is working fine. Yeah, YouTube usually is. My mom says she's not having any problems. So John, hi, John and Esther. Their feed is fine.
Awesome. So yeah, is there lots of snow where you are? That's something that I'm curious about, because it's been horrible for so many of you, and it's been lovely here, which I feel terrible that it's so bad here. I mean, good.
I want to make a zip line from the house into town, a taco stand at the bottom. Yeah, there you go.
That would be a brilliant idea. Now, there was a restaurant that had an elevator from the street that used to go up. It was a tequila type restaurant.
It was a restaurant with a tequila tasting up it there.
Yeah.
Not much on the ground, but very cold. Feed okay across the pond. I love it when you say that, Karen.
So what's going on in Alberta? Is anybody having snowstorms?
Hey, Ma, how's the weather?
Yeah. It's been a very interesting time, because it's always nice here. And even when it's cool, it's cool. It's not cold. I think the coldest I've ever experienced was 10 degrees.
Oh, we're getting down to 16 on Monday. Ooh, frio.
It is frio.
Good morning, Bud. It is raining in Edmonton. That is
my gosh.
Flippin' insane.
Because it will get cold there again, and it's going to turn into a flippin' stinking
lake
rain.
effect snow today in northwest Indiana should only amount to 3 inches. Thank goodness. Very cold, though.
That's terrible.
Sucks to be all y'all. I'm just going to say that.
But when you say all y'all, you're being redundant.
I have a ton of snow on either side of my driveway and nowhere else to put it if it snows anymore. You'll have to start making slushies.
Or
snow cones.
Send the snow to Mexico.
It'll melt by the time it gets here. We won't be bothered.
Mexicans say they want to see snow.
Yeah.
Send them snow. Send them lots of snow.
And if it's raining, Mom, lots of that snow will... because Bud is saying it's raining in Mexico.
In Edmonton.
It's a lovely -30, and we have roughly 24 inches of snow accumulation. Cannot wait until we get to Mexico in March. Yes, Pat? Yes, and I am not compassionate. As I have said a few times this week alone, I made a better decision than you guys did. I moved here.
You did fight me for 2 years.
Yeah. Whatever.
So one thing we never talked about yesterday, and we really should have, was 20 years ago to the day, they found my dad's body in the river, and that really
in his car,
in his vehicle,
in his truck.
van, and that really began our trip to Mexico. Like that began, like that was the kick in the pants that led us here. And I've been here now for over 18 years, and I thank God that I'm here, because no matter what, I can die at any time, and I've still lived my Mexico life. Yeah. And I've enjoyed it.
Trust me, he probably will.
Well, Christie, I think, wanted to kill me several times yesterday, today, day before.
Yeah, just yesterday I could have just...
You really want to kill me a lot.
Whacked him. Well, you deserve it. It's -8 in Beaumont.
So no rain there.
No.
So, but yeah, it was 20 years ago yesterday. So I just thought, because I think he really died, it was the 17th or the 18th, but they found him on the 19th. And it was terrible how they found him, because it was all snow covered. He's in a white van, and it was a trucker.
Nose first into the beginning of the Skeena, or into the Skeena River.
It was a trucker who saw him because he saw the lights on in the water or something.
He saw a light flickering or a reflection or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pat is saying, hopefully, if it all works out this summer, we can also make the move.
Yeah. You definitely want to make the move.
Yeah.
Especially with what's going on in Canada. Guys, I kept saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. People are like, oh, John, blah, blah, blah. You're such a this, you're such a that. Well, suckers, you got it.
That is a sad thing, Joanne. You're right. His step.
Oh, yeah, but it is sad, but it really is. You know, the best thing my stepmother says, the best thing about your dad dying was that's when you started to live. And
He
it
was
is
the ripe
true.
old age of 30, so you know.
Yeah, but I was 33 when I moved to Mexico. So, I mean, I was a little older than 30. And 2 weeks before my dad died,
Well, 20 years ago, you would have been 31, pushing 32, I guess. Yeah. Hi, Penny. He was found on the 16th, so you're off by a few days.
There you go. Thank you.
Penny is John's stepmom.
There you go. So yeah, and it was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny at the time, but Penny called me and 3 times she says, "John, your dad's dead." I said, "No, he's not." Christie's like, I
Don't think
I
she'd
don't
joke
think she'd
about
joke
something
about
like that,
that.
you weirdo.
But that is the problem when the dreams are so real that you need to experience them, and if you haven't experienced them, then how can that have happened? How can he be dead? And when I saw him, holy cow, he looked so good. No, he did. I mean, it looked. I said to him, "Okay, Dad, joke's over. I'm here. You can wake up now." And like it was a very interesting time. But that's when we started to live, and that's why we live in Mexico. We have a Mexico life because I can't live in Canada anymore. I really can't with the cold and the taxes. But now your government, oh my gosh!
Yeah.
But the cold and the taxes. If I think it was warmer in Canada, like let's say you lived in Canada, but Canada was say down where Mexico is, I'd have been okay with that. I'd have paid all my money in taxes.
Yeah. But now we have the best of both worlds because it's warm and we don't have to pay a ton of money in taxes.
It's kind of true.
I mean, we still pay corporate taxes, which aren't low.
They're not.
But
our personal taxes are really reasonable down here. And where we live, generally it's very quiet. I mean, we've got a lot of construction going on right now, but everybody does. So it's been a great place. We're down from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom. That's not too smart. Went to go look at the pool yesterday. Pool guy was closed because we are getting that pool. Dang it, we are getting that pool. Now we just need to figure out how to make it all work because we do want the brick wall around because Christie's like, I don't want anybody seeing my bodacious body.
I didn't say that. But at the same time, we want a brick wall around our property. We always have. We only haven't yet because we haven't done it yet because we haven't decided exactly what we're doing in our yard. And if we're going to do the casitas, then we have to do something different at the back and blah, 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 blah.
So just over 5,000 property tax for us, really high. That is so crazy.
I'm going to tell you that we are paying about 2,500 pesos for 3 properties a year.
Yeah.
Which equals out to not even a couple $100 a year Canadian.
Now, it did go up from last year because it was 1,000 pesos less, which was $50
No,
for 3
you were
properties.
Wrong. You were missing a property when you did that total, honey. I keep trying to tell you. So
okay, so it wasn't 1,000 pesos.
It probably went up about 400 pesos this year for us.
Yeah, which is like $20.
Yeah. But anyways, she says.
Yeah, even when you buy your house and they put the wrong value on. So we have a client of ours, friend, bought a place and they put for whatever reason.
Someone in the tax department
put the amount it's sold for,
not the appraised
value, because the appraised value is like 1.7 million pesos
versus like 5 point something million pesos.
And that is the confusing part of real estate in Mexico, because there's how much it costs to make the property. You have to buy the land, you have to pay for it, the labor, everything, and it really is not a lot.
No.
So it's a very interesting option to build and develop houses on small lots. I think we should probably consider that. Have a good team or two.
One day.
Yeah. So I did buy importexportmexico.com.
And my mom said that her taxes are about $3,700 for the year.
What else did I buy
her
yesterday?
House in Beaumont. Yeah, I don't know why you're buying import-export. We're not going to ever do that.
Oh, yeah, we will. That's going to be our pharma money. Pharma money?
I guess we pay to be on a mountain safe from the tsunamis. I suppose that would be a bonus.
A buddy of mine worked it out, and I think we're at about 100 feet. So the tsunami has to be quite large.
to
And
get
it has
us
to.
up here.
So we have the bay, which circles us. And in the mouth of the bay, it's about 17 miles from tip to tip. And then you've got, I think it's like 80 some miles around. So if the tsunami comes straight on, it's going to come through that gate and then spread out. So however high it is, it all gets divided by blankety blank.
Yeah.
And so long as we're under 100 feet, we're safe.
Over 100 feet.
Yeah, over 100 feet. Now, if we're at the office, different story, because when I open my door, I just see
But the quake will take out our island. So do you have earthquake insurance? Is that what that is for?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
my
funny.
goodness. Yeah.
Houses don't burn down here.
No.
Because they're made of concrete and rebar and cement and rocks and cement and rocks. And they don't burn. Not easily, anyway.
The interior will burn. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have some stuff. I mean, I've seen probably 3 or 4 remnants of fires, never the fire themselves. And there's always like the smoke that comes out.
Yeah, and it depends if you have a palapa roof or what you've got on top.
Yeah.
If you have a tar roof, actually that might not be good for a fire.
Those Chinese lanterns that you see on New Year's, they're so cute when they go over the water polluting the oceans. But the problem is that if the wind ever changes, and it has,
yes,
it blows them overland, and there's a lot of palapas around here. And we have known that
in
those
the past,
Chinese
there has
lanterns
been some fires, yeah,
caused fires and burnt the palapas down. So please, don't light off your frickin' Chinese lanterns. They're adorable and cute and sweet, but they pollute and cause fires.
Wow, look at you, all earth conscious.
No. I just don't like people's houses catching fire.
Good morning, Michael. How are you this morning? So on that note, we do need to get going here because we do have an 11 o'clock appointment.
Yay.
And
well, we need new listings, guys. We're sold out. Everything is sold.
Yeah.
It is so weird to sell absolutely everything.
Yeah. It's like moving here. We sold everything we owned. Yeah. Not that we owned these listings that we sold. But.
No, but it was interesting, though. In La Cruz, this is now before the last crash, the guy who invented the UPC bought a real estate company, and every single one of the listings of that real estate company bought them all. Like, that was intense. Now, the market failed.
Yeah, so that wasn't a good investment.
No, it wasn't.
So Toby just said, Joanne hasn't looked at the new tax assessment we got, and I'm not telling her how much it went up. All right, well, on that note, we're going to say goodbye really quick. You guys discuss that privately. Nice to see you or hear from you, and we will see you all tomorrow.